As I've said, we have more work to do. We made progress in high standard trade rules that include strong labor and environmental standards. We've committed to extending our cooperation to challenges like artificial intelligence, energy security, and semiconductors. We're launching a critical minerals dialogue to further strengthen our supply chains and create clean energy jobs. And today, I'm proud to announce that the United States is launching what we'll call the Investment Accelerator through our partnership with the Global Infrastructure and Investment. The Accelerator is going to bring private capital off the sidelines for major investments in clean energy and high technology. You've heard every one of my colleagues say one time or another that this can't be done without trillions of dollars of private sector investment to get hold of this and get hold of it quickly, to give them confidence to make those investments. That's going to create a pipeline of projects in partner countries and then match private sector financing with these projects. And it's going to give those private sector investors confidence that their investment will be made according to the highest standards. Government investment is not enough. We need to mobilize private investment, and all the steps are going to help unlock this private investment, and which is necessary ingredient for success and rapid success in the area we're talking about. Put simply, my colleagues and I are driving a race to the top among nations in the Indo-Pacific, driving the nations to the top on standards, on transparency, on inclusivity and innovation. And together, we're going to be forging a better future. One where workers get a fair shot and a fair share of the value they create, where high standards and sustainable growth win out, where we harness the full power and potential of our people. We welcome other nations who share this vision for the future to join the 13 of us. Our economies will all be stronger because of it. Now I'd like to turn it over to a leader who has made this partnership possible, Prime Minister Kishida. Jan, the floor is yours, Mr. Prime Minister.
The Prime Minister of Japan.
Thank you.
昨年5月に東京で
Since the IPEF
IPEF
negotiations were
交渉を
commenced
立
in
ち上げて
Tokyo
以
May
来、
last year,
わずか1
in
年
a
半
matter of
で大
only
きな
1
進
and a
展
half
を見た
years,
ことを
significant
心か
progress
ら
has been
歓迎いたし
achieved,
ます。
which I welcome
バ
wholeheartedly.
イデン大統領
President
の
Biden,
力強いリー
I
ダーシッ
extend
プ
my
に
deepest
敬意を
respect
表し
to
た
your
いと
strong
思います。
leadership.
日本はイ
Japan
ンド
attaches
太平洋
importance on
地域の
IPEF
経
from
済
a
秩序
strategic
の強
perspective
化
of
とい
strengthening
う
economic
戦略
order
的な観点
in
か
the
ら
Indo-Pacific.
IPEF を重視いたします。米国のインド
IPEF
太平洋地
demonstrates
域へ
the
の積極
proactive
的な
commitment of
コ
the
ミット
United
メント
States to the
を
region,
示すものであり、
and
米
we
国の
very
責
much
任ある
welcome the
姿勢を
responsible
歓迎し
posture
て
taken
い
by
ま
the
す。
United States.
IPEF は地域
IPEF
における持
is a
続可
framework
能な
essential
経済
for
成
the
長に
sustainable
欠かせない
economic growth of the
時
region,
代の要請を
precisely
極め
designed
て
to
的確に
reflect
反
the
映
needs
した
of
枠組み
today.
であると思っています。同時に
At the same
IPEF
time,
をより一
in
層
order
意
to
義ある
make
ものにする
IPEF
ために
even
は、
more
す
meaningful,
べての参加
active
国の積
engagement
極
of
的な
all
関与が
participating
不可欠で
countries
す。
must be secured.
そのためには、
That
ハイスタ
will
ンダードな
require
ルール、
not
基準
only
を
the
策定することに
establishment of
加えて、
rules and
参
criteria
加
of
国
high
の関与
standard,
を促
but
し、
also
具体
efforts
的な
to
協
encourage
力案件
engagement
を
of
形
participants
成することが
and
不可欠
the
です。
formation of concrete
今回
cooperation
IPEF の
projects.
中で立ち上がったさまざまなイニシアティ
Japan
ブ
will
を通
continue
じ、
to
参加
work
各
so
国
that we
が
can
必要と
showcase
する分野で
substantive benefits
実
in
体的
areas
な
that are
メ
sought
リット
by
を
the
提示
participants
できるよう
through
日本とし
initiatives
て引
launched
き続き
under
取り組ん
IPEF.
でまいります。IPEF はこれからも進化
IPEF
し
will
続け
continue
る
to
枠組みで
evolve
す。
as a framework,
IPEF を活用し
and
つつ、
I look
イ
forward
ンド太
to
平洋
working
の
with
持
you
続
in
可能な
making
成
good
長、
use of IPEF
平和
as
と
we
繁栄
strive to
を
realize
実現する
sustainable
た
growth,
め、
peace,
皆で引
and
き続き
prosperity
力を合わせて
in
いこうでは
the
ありませんか。ありがとうございま
Thank
し
you.
た。
The President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam.
Thưa ngài Tổng thống Joe Biden, Your Honorable Joe
Thưa
Biden, President
vị
of the
lãnh
United
đạo,
States of
thưa
America,
quý bà, quý
excellencies,
ông,
leaders, ladies and
khuôn
gentlemen,
khổ kinh tế Ấn
the
Độ Dương, Thái
Indo-Pacific
Bình
Economic
Dương
Framework
vì thịnh
for
vượng
Prosperity
là
IPEF
nỗ lực chung
is a collective
nhằm tăng cường
effort
hợp tác,
to shore up
phối hợp giữa các
cooperation
nền
and
kinh tế trong bối cảnh
collaboration
thế giới
among our
đối
economies
mặt
when
với
the
nhiều
world
thay
is
đổi,
faced with
cơ
multiple
hội
changes,
và thách thức
with
đan xen.
opportunities and challenges interwoven.
IPEF được
IPEF
kỳ
is
vọng là mô
expected
hình
to
liên
be
kết,
a model
kết
of
nối kinh tế
dynamic
năng
and
động,
effective
hiệu
economic
quả,
integration and
mang lại lợi
connectivity
ích thiết thực
that
cho người dân,
generates
đóng
tangible
góp cho hòa
benefits for our
bình,
people and
ổn định
contributes
và
to
thịnh
peace,
vượng
stability,
của
and
khu vực
prosperity
và toàn
across
cầu.
our region and the
Chúng tôi
world at
đánh giá
large.
cao đóng góp
We
của
highly
Hoa Kỳ,
appreciate the
đặc biệt
contributions
là
made
của
by the
ngài Tổng
United
thống
States,
Joe
particularly
Biden,
your Honorable
cũng như
President
của 14
Biden,
nước,
as well as our
trong
14
đó các nước
countries,
ASEAN đã tổ
noting
chức
that
thành công
5
5 phiên
negotiating
đàm phán,
rounds have been successfully
ghi nhận
hosted
các
by
bộ
ASEAN
trưởng
countries.
đã thống nhất
We also
được
take
tiền đề
note
quan
of our
trọng
ministers'
cho hợp
agreement
tác
on the
trên
important
cơ sở các
foundation
nguyên tắc
of
bình đẳng,
cooperation, that
cùng
we
có
are
lợi,
cooperating on an
bao trùm,
equal, mutually
tuân
beneficial,
thủ
and
luật pháp quốc
inclusive
tế,
basis,
tôn trọng pháp luật
confirming our
và thể
adherence to
chế chính trị
international
của
law
mỗi
as
nước,
well as respect for
đề
our
cao
respective
tính linh
legal
hoạt
and
và
political
tự nguyện.
systems, and promoting the
Để
flexible
IPEF
and voluntary
thực sự
nature
hiệu
of
quả,
cooperation.
tôi nhấn mạnh
In order
3
for
điểm
IPEF
sau.
to be truly effective,
Một
I
là
am highlighting 3
IPEF cần
points.
là cơ chế hợp
First,
tác mở,
IPEF should be an
bao trùm,
open, inclusive,
không phân biệt, đối xử,
non-discriminatory
ủng hộ
cooperation
hệ thống
framework
thương
that
mại đa
upholds a
phương
rules-based
dựa trên luật
multilateral
lệ,
trading
hoan
system,
nghênh sự tham gia của
welcome the
các nước trong
participation
và
of
ngoài khu vực,
countries inside and
tương
outside
trợ
the
và
region,
bổ sung
and
với
complement
các
and
sáng kiến kết
synergize
nối,
with other
liên
regional
kết kinh tế
economic
khu vực khác.
integration and connectivity
Hai là
initiatives.
hợp tác cần
Second,
đáp ứng
our
nhu cầu phát
cooperation needs
triển,
to respond to the
cân bằng
development
lợi ích
needs,
của các bên,
as well as reflect
tôn
the
trọng
balance of
và
interests
tính
of
đến sự
different
khác biệt,
parties,
đặc
respect
thù
and
riêng của
take
mỗi
into
nước,
account our
chú trọng
respective
hỗ trợ kỹ
differences
thuật
and unique
và nâng cao năng lực.
circumstances, and focus on
Ba là
technical assistance and
khuyến khích đầu
capacity
tư mới
building.
vào xây dựng kết
Third,
cấu hạ
IPEF
tầng,
should encourage new
chuyển đổi năng
investment
lượng
into
sạch,
infrastructure
sản xuất
development,
công nghiệp,
clean
công
energy
nghệ cao
transition, and
tại
high
khu vực.
technology manufacturing
Thưa
in the
quý vị,
region.
xây dựng nền
Esteemed
kinh tế
delegates,
thịnh
it is
vượng, phát
our
triển
shared
bền vững,
aspiration and goal
đem
to
lại ấm
cultivate
no,
sustainable
hạnh phúc cho người
development
dân
and prosperous
là khát
economies
vọng,
that deliver
mục tiêu chung
well-being and
của tất cả
happiness
chúng
for our
ta.
people.
Việt Nam hy
Vietnam
vọng
hopes that
thông qua
through
IPEF,
IPEF and
các
other
khuôn
regional
khổ hợp tác
cooperation
khu vực khác,
frameworks,
chúng
we
ta
will
cùng xây
together
dựng
build a
một tương
bright
lai tươi
future
sáng.
ahead.
Xin cảm ơn.
Thank you.
The President of Indonesia.
Yang Mulia, Presiden
Excellencies,
Biden, para
President
pemimpin negara-negara
leaders of
mitra IPEF,
IPEF partner countries.
Indonesia selalu
Indonesia is
terbuka
always
melakukan
open
kerjasama
for
dengan
cooperation
siapapun
with all
berdasarkan
parties
prinsip
based
saling
on
menguntungkan.
mutually beneficial cooperation.
Prinsip inilah yang mendasari
These are the
Indonesia
principles that provide the
berpartisipasi
foundation
dalam
for
perundingan
Indonesia's
IPEF,
participation in IPEF
saling
negotiations.
memahami kebutuhan nasional,
We understand the
terutama
national interest,
kepentingan negara
including
berkembang
the
adalah
interests of
kunci
developing
untuk
countries,
menjalin
are key
kerjasama yang baik.
to having a good cooperation.
Kesuksesan
The
IPEF akan
success
sangat
of the IPEF
tergantung
will depend
bagaimana para
on
pihak
how the
merasa
parties
saling
will
diuntungkan.
benefit from
Kerjasama
this.
pembangunan ekonomi
The
hijau,
cooperation for the green
kerjasama
economy,
perluasan perdagangan dan investasi,
expansion of trade and investment,
kerjasama transisi energi dan
energy transition,
penguatan
as
rantai
well as the
pasok
strengthening of
mineral
supply chain for
kritis
critical
akan menjadi
mineral
pilar
will be
penting
crucial
kerjasama IPEF.
in IPEF
Kita harus
cooperation.
menghadirkan kerjasama yang
We
konkret
must present
di
a
prioritas-prioritas
concrete
tersebut,
cooperation
dan
in
saya
these
mengapresiasi
priorities, and I do appreciate
penandatanganan perjanjian
the
pilar 2
signing of
mengenai
Pillar
rantai
2
pasok
agreement on supply
untuk
chain
pencapaian konkret
as one of the
negara-negara
concrete
IPEF
outcomes
merespon
by
disrupsi
IPEF countries in
rantai pasok
responding to
global.
disruption of
Saya juga
global
menyambut baik
supply
penyelesaian
chain.
substantif
I also welcome
perundingan
the completion of substantive
pilar ketiga,
negotiations of
yaitu ekonomi
Pillar
bersih,
3
dan
on clean
pilar
economy
keempat,
and
ekonomi
Pillar
yang adil.
4 on just on fair
Indonesia
economy.
berkomitmen untuk
Indonesia is
menyelesaikan
committed
perundingan pilar
to conclude
ke-1
Pillar
tahun
1 negotiation in
2024 dan implementasikan
as well as to
kesepakatan
implement
bersama.
the agreement.
Terima kasih.
I thank you.
The Prime Minister of the Republic of Singapore.
President Biden, Excellencies, I thank President Biden for the invitation to be at this milestone of the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity. or IPEF. Singapore welcomes the IPEF's forward-looking and positive agenda on economic cooperation in the Indo-Pacific. IPEF is a strategic platform for the US's continued commitment to engage with its partners in Asia and to deepen ties in the region. It demonstrates our shared commitment to an open, inclusive, and rules-based order that's stable, secure, and prosperous. Singapore welcomes the innovative agreements on supply chain resilience, clean economy, and the fair economy. These will enhance the trade and investment environments in our economies for businesses, for workers, and for other stakeholders. We will also welcome progress on the trade agreement. Trade is the lifeblood of the global economy, and the trade pillar is an integral part of the IPEF agreement and of the US's economic and strategic engagement in the region. But developing new and creative approaches to trade policy is not easy, and it takes time in order to carefully work through sensitive areas and to choose the best moment to commit the deal. Therefore, we look forward to further progress in the negotiations as well as in tangible cooperation next year. Singapore is honored to have been able to contribute to shaping the IPEF. We will continue to work closely with our partners to implement the IPEF agreements and initiatives. Singapore is happy to host the inaugural IPEF Clean Economy Investor Forum in the first half of 2024. In order to help match capital to climate-critical projects, to advance decarbonization and transition to net zero economies, and also to complement the IPEF Climate Fund and the IPEF Catalytic Capital Fund established by President Biden to develop and finance climate-related projects in the region. The IPEF should continue to be open, inclusive, and flexible, including towards new members. And we look forward to continued commitment from all partners to deliver tangible benefits and to build up the IPEF with high ambition, new ideas, strong people-to-people ties, and to drive regional economic integration and enable all of us to progress forward into a new era of partnership. Thank you.
This concludes the program. Audience, please remain seated until the leaders depart.